Friends, I did a video last week for the band Jinjer. It's no secret now I'm a fan of theirs, and I want to learn more about the band. The song Mediator, the audio we had at Alcatraz wasn't the best. The band played amazing, but you could tell there's a lot of audio stage problems. The singer really didn't seem happy with her in-ear monitor mix. She was still so talented that she still killed it. She's amazing. One of the best front persons I've ever seen, to be honest with you. This video is going to go right to Patreon because I know it's going to be blocked and there's going to be headaches if I post this to YouTube. So for all my followers out there that are Jinjer fans and all my Patreons on my reaction community, I hope we can all, have a little bit of variation and everyone can get along. And, for the people that aren't metal fans, okay, this is not going to be your cup of tea completely. But I ask of you just to have an open mind. There is absolute virtuoso performances here by the drummer, the bass player, the guitar player, even if you might not completely get it. The singer, she's beautiful. She can really command an audience. She's intense, but she conveys emotion. So when I watch some of these heavy metal bands, when they can really sing like that operatic singing, and they have these different styles, including the low growls. People that don't watch metal, they might be like, I don't understand. They're conveying an emotion, okay? A lot of people, when I used to perform, even though I was a metal fan, I could sing country fairly well. But I couldn't raunch my voice. As soon as I raunched my voice, I was done. I couldn't do that. So, having been somewhat of a vocalist and had some training, it's amazing watching this woman with what she can do. Just keep an open mind, even if it's not your cup of tea, okay? But this is Jinjer, Mediator. We're going to watch the official video. Again, I know it's probably going to get blocked on YouTube, so I'm going to put this one right to Patreon.
Go!
Okay. I absolutely love this band. And, you know, I'm going to speak for a lot of people that might watch Jinjer and just not get it. I love this band, and I'm going to tell you guys my musical history. You know, I've learned to appreciate a lot of different types of music. And as I've grown older, I found it easier and easier to do that. When I was a teenager in my early 20s, it had to be a certain style. If it wasn't, it sucked. I didn't want anything to do with that. First of all, I love complex music. So, like in a band like Jinjer, they're doing a lot of weird time signatures, tempo changes, key changes, and for me, that's second nature to me, old hat, so to speak. You know, even going back to, you know, I love old 70s progressive music. Like I love old Genesis. Yes, King Crimson. I love listening to that stuff. I love progressive bands like Dream Theater, Symphony X, stuff like that. So that attracts me to Jinjer, okay? The thing is with metal, a lot of people, they don't understand, right? One of the core things is if you can convey the feeling or the emotion, right? That's why sometimes you can watch someone on stage and go, I'm not buying it, I don't believe it. You know, we've done and continue to do a massive deep dive with Prince. Like, one of the things that makes him of the many things that makes him amazing is how many performances of Prince have you watched where you just didn't believe it? You just couldn't feel what he was trying to express. Not many, if at all. With Jinjer, when I watch Jinjer, the music's complex, it's very aggressive, but I find I'm feeling the emotions that she's feeling and conveying. She has great vocal talent when it comes to singing, but doing all the different types of aggressive, other distorted vocal styles for metal. And if you're not a singer, and if you haven't tried to do that, it's kind of hard to appreciate. People are just like, a lot of people are going to say, yeah, I can't really understand what they're saying. Okay, that can be true, but it's kind of like the more you get into metal, the more you can seem to be able to understand. It's one of those things, right? But what used to drive me crazy when I was younger is when people would say, well, it's not really music. They're just kind of smashing their instruments and they're not really playing. For some bands, that might be true. But there's a lot of amazing musicians in the metal genre. Another interesting thing about Jinjer is they're from the Ukraine. Now, as a rule of thumb, I don't like to get into politics on my channel. But they probably have a lot of things fueling their creative fire, so to speak, when they're writing songs or writing lyrics that they're probably angry about or have strong feelings towards. But I just find the drummer is just beyond incredible. You know, like, I joke with people now, I've done my playing around and gigging and being in a band for business. I'm older now, I like to be home in bed at night, like to work from home, not too big on, I don't mind going on a trip to travel or something, but, you know, I don't want to be doing it every weekend. But, you know, I talked with a musician friend I know locally, and I said, man, I'd love to do something to be able, for fun, to be able to play like some more complex music, but to find a drummer out there. For the cornerstone's a drummer. You guys see me talk about that all the time in videos. The cornerstone is a drummer, but to find a drummer that can play what I would like to play in this area, and I live in a relatively remote, not overly populated area, it would be very, very difficult. Very difficult. But their drummer is just absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I did a double reaction to them last week, and one of them was through a drum playthrough, and he just blew my mind. How he handles the time changes and tempo changes, like, it was just like, you're just watching, oh my God. But he, as a drummer, being so good, would push the other band members to push harder on what they do with their instruments. So it's very inspiring to watch. I understand a lot of people might, you know, watch Jinjer and go, dude, I don't know what the hell is going on here. That's okay, but at least you tried. Give it a few listens. It's not always everybody's cup of tea, right? But I absolutely love this band. I am a lead guitar guy, so I'm big on solos and stuff. Their music would not be the easiest to solo over, but by God, I'd love to try. But I absolutely love this band, and again, phenomenal front person. She is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So that is my take on the video for Jinjer Mediator. trying something different, posting this to Patreon. And so for the Jinjer fans, if we want to have a creative, positive discussion on this song, and if some Jinjer fans join us on Patreon, we can talk about it a little more. I appreciate you guys very much. You've helped open my eyes, helped expand my horizons. And, you know, as I've said often, most of all, you guys have opened my heart to people again. So, you know, let's just keep an open mind. And if you don't like it, that's cool. That's all good. Remember, guys, practice hard, but practice smart. No excuses. And we will see you soon.